time to move forward to everybody's favorite part of the show, the karate chop time, the bottom line. It's the terrible twos.
Oh.
Some people call it deuce stuff. There we go.
It's the bottom line.
That is.
See?
Almost.
Very good.
There we
For
go.
those of you just listening in, Roz has some white lined paper and she is pointing to the bottom line on the paper. The final
Yes, it's
line.
the bottom line.
All right. So here we go. Final two questions. Question number one, Michael Kenyon Rosenberg. That is your name, right, Roz? That was the song Roz wrote. How does it go again?
Michael Kenyon Rosenberg. That is your name. That is your name. And repeat. Yes.
Forever.
Yeah.
Michael, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this first episode of Reservation Dogs entitled Fucking Res Dogs?
And Res Dogs. I'm just going to go ahead and just give this one a straight 9.
Oh, easy.
Straight up now 9. If you really want to tell me.
Yeah.
Then 9 it up.
Forever. Oh.
Roz, Yvette Stanley.
Mhm.
What would you give this on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give this an 8.75. Yes.
That is quite a number.
Mm-hmm.
Good number. Good job. We're definitely having you back.
Boy, this is tough for me. I wanted to give it around an 8.5. Towards the end, though, I didn't care too much for the ending. I thought it was a little softer than I would have liked. So I guess I'm still going to give it pretty high, 8.3. 8.3, very authentic.
Okay.
Very beautiful. Dang. Really fell in love with it right away. The music was great. The shots were great. The characters were great. The writing was solid. Yeah. 8.3, and it should be higher, but I'm sticking with 8.3. No, you know what? No, I already wrote down 8.5. I'm sticking with 8. That's what it was going to be. I don't want to. I don't want to hit delete and type in again. 8.5 final answer. So the three of us average out to an 8.75. That's very good.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry about my indecisiveness. Michael Kenyon Rosenberg. Here's the shocker of the day. For the purposes of this podcast, we all had to watch the first episode of Reservation Dogs. But now that the podcast is over and you're free to move about the internet, would you, of your own volition, watch the second episode?
It's always hard for me to get into a show if my wife doesn't like it. Fortunately for me, she also loves this show. So we have seen every episode that is aired. Unfortunately, also, there's only 8 episodes in the first season.
How many have aired so far?
Well, by the time this airs, probably all 8.
Okay, well, how many have you seen?
6. We've seen 6. But they are already working on season 2 as well.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, that was already renewed and already working on it. So it's great. It continues to be good, and I think even get a little bit better. So the answer is yes, I would watch the second, and at least up to episode 6.
Okay.
Because I have.
Roz, would you watch the second episode of Your Own Volition?
I might have already watched the second episode of my own. And yes, I will continue to keep watching the rest of the first season.
She's like, dang, this is good. I got to watch the second one.
Yes, I did.
Boy, oh boy. I too have watched the first 4. Just kidding. I only watched 1 episode because I boy, oh boy. honestly, I don't think I would watch the second episode. I feel like I really enjoyed what it was. It felt really good. And it made me happy, but I don't think there was anything that actually made me want to watch a second episode, honestly. I feel like it deserves it. I feel like I would suggest that other people watch the second episode, or that they check. Sorry, Roz, but
So you don't want to meet Bear's dad and know what that situation is?
no, that didn't even factor in. Honestly, if I were basing it off what Michael said, I would have just said, you know what, I will watch it, because if Mike says that it's still going to stay just as good and maybe even better, then I will. But I have to stick with what my impression was based on just this first episode alone. Just based on this first episode, I enjoyed it a lot. It's like chocolate cake. I enjoyed it a lot, but I don't want to have it for breakfast tomorrow. I had it for dessert last night, but I'm not going to have it. It was cool for what it was. So
Ryan is what we tend to call a curmudgeon. And he hates to like things. He really hates it. He hates it when he likes something.
Wow. Yeah.
I love liking stuff.
Why do you hate it so much?
Oh, I was so relieved when it was good. I was like, oh, this is so nice. I'm enjoying it so much. But the question isn't, did you enjoy it? Would you recommend it to people? The question is, would you watch the second of your own volition based on the first one?
But if you enjoyed it, why wouldn't you want to enjoy more of it?
Like I said, it's like if I enjoyed chocolate cake for lunch, I wouldn't necessarily want it for dinner too.
Yeah,
but you'll have it for lunch.
What about lunch the next day?
Maybe.
Oh.
I'm not saying I'm proud of my answer. I'm just saying that's what my honest answer was that I didn't feel the need to watch anymore, if that makes sense.
Like, these episodes come out once a week. So even if you have chocolate cake for lunch this week, then you can have chocolate cake for lunch again next week. And then it's not like you even have it. It's not even like you're having it every day. It's just once a week. And only 8 slices this first season.
I just don't feel the need to like I want to change right now just for you guys. But
I know that's what we're trying to do.
I know, but then I'm like, but I actually don't really have any interest in watching the next one. Like I loved it for what it was, but I don't have any interest in watching the next one. So I'm very much on the fence about it. Yeah, very much. 8.5. Okay. 8.5. I wonder what our friend Josh Sussman would have to say about that. If you rate something an 8.5, by definition, you would watch the next one.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that logic.
We're all out of time, everybody. We do have to run. Please, if you want us to review a show and you want Michael to bully me, then feel free to make that suggestion in the comments below. Say WTF, who's the boss? WTF, growing pains? WTF, the Wonder Years? And we will review those shows. Not probably.
Well, make sure to tell us where to stream them too, because we've had some suggestions and we just can't find them.
Yeah,
we can't find them. It's not like we're going to go order DVDs to review a show. We need to stream these shows.
Right. Thank you for always reminding us of that. And please make sure to give this video a like. Please subscribe and tell your friends and share it around and comment below. That helps. That makes us feel good.
Roz, but below also, because the live chat goes away, it needs to be below so that we can remember it and see it later.
And that's also true.
Forever
Roz,
on the internet.
Thanks for joining us, Roz. You were a lot of fun. You were really great.
Thank you.
I really like that you liked the show.
I liked that you liked it too, Michael. What about you, Ryan?
I liked it too.
Ryan hates that he liked it. Okay.
All right, everybody. So what I'm trying to say is this podcast was just barely enough to get me to switch to a yes, I would watch the second episode.
Wow. This podcast was maybe Ryan doesn't hate to like things.
This podcast was just the thing to get me to go try catfish.
Yum.
Nice. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, you can't. Oh, well, I was going to do something, but now I won't because we can't.
Nice.
Okay.
So what we're trying to say is always remember what Mr. Michael Kenyon Rosenberg likes to say.
Don't forget to register to be an organ donor, if you can see that. It says donate life. And don't forget to watch the first of things. The end.
No, you know it's not the end. It's time for the freeze frame.
The end. The end.
Freeze
That's it.
frame.
Freeze frame.
No, we don't do it. We don't do a freeze. He keeps saying it because he wants it to happen, but we don't actually do a freeze frame.
Everybody just freezing and
No,
doing a
we
pose.
don't.